definitely got some shooters this year, especially up in Alabama. We're going to be down here in Georgia and in Alabama most of the year. So far, I've had a lot of action this morning. I had about 7 does and had a buck walk out, but nothing that I'm after. They're finally got quiet out here. We figured we'd take this time to get everything set up and be ready for the one we are after. Well, that ends the first day of season. It was a great all morning, all afternoon. I've been covered up with deer all day, just nothing that I want to take on. My last buck, just a small spike, just left out, probably 60, 70 yards behind me and kept on walking. I'm about to back up and get out of here. Thank you guys for watching our first video of the Dirty South Outdoors YouTube channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace. What's up, guys? It is September 13th, and it is right now 5:56. I just had 2 shooter bucks about 3 days ago. It creeped into the spot late evening, about an hour before sunset. I did the evening before, and all I seen were does, and they crept on in right before sunset a couple of days ago. So I'm doing a late evening hunt. Never know what I'll get, just hunting the cameras. Well, we'll see what happens. September same two that I seen Wednesday when I came out for my evening hunt. The deer we've been chasing, too short, showed up here about a week ago. And, it was broad daylight at 7 o'clock in the afternoon, right before sunset. And that's the first pictures I've got of them in the evening. But I decided to try my luck and sit in the morning time because my last pictures of them were in the morning at this time. It's about 9 o'clock now, but we got light rain going on. It's a little windy, not too bad. Just testing my luck to see if something happens. As of right now, not much. Just a buck, a small buck, a doe, and a smaller doe before that. Well, we'll keep on sitting and see what happens. Right. Right. What's up, everybody? Just want to give you a little update. I just dropped that big 8-pointer that I ain't even got a name for him yet. We talked about calling him Cesar, but he walked out and something wasn't right, and he decided to turn around and start to head the other way. I had one shot, and the only thing exposed was his spine. I spined him, and he went down. He didn't even run. He dropped in his tracks. But he did have to have a second one put in him. Unfortunately, it happens. It was a bad shot. Gonna get home and shoot my bow a little bit, make sure it's on. I just came back from Alabama. It could be off. I never know. But yeah, he's down. He's right there in front of me, 30, 40 yards away. He's nice, but not happy about the shot at all. But I got him. He's down. He's going on the wall. Not all shots are good. We live and we learn from mistakes. As long as we learn from them, that's what matters. I'm about to get down, grab all the camera equipment, pack up, and get it drugged to the truck because there's no point in waiting. He's down. I'm back at the house. We just got the 8 back home. Luckily, the only person I had around to help me drag him out was my wife. I called her, and she woke up, and she was there on the spot. Can't thank her enough. Nobody else around to help me drag it out. I would have done it myself, but she knows I'm passionate about hunting, and she was there to help, and I appreciate it a lot. But I don't know. Everything unfolded so fast this morning. So when I got there, I got everything set up, got my cameras running, everything, got sat down, and as soon as I sat down, probably 10 minutes, I had 3 does walk in on me, and Mama was real, she was uneasy about walking in. She had two smaller does with her. You could tell she was Mama, and she stayed back and let them go in there and walk around, and she blew one time. I don't know. I didn't have any wind. My direction was good, and I don't know why she blew, but she didn't run. But it did get her baby's attention. They pulled out, and after that, I had about another 15 minutes of silence. Didn't even have time to film my intro this morning because everything happened so quick. But I had been focusing on this buck for a minute now. So they came back probably 15 minutes later, like nothing ever happened. Mama walked in this time, and she never seen me, never smelt me, got real comfortable. And off to the back, probably about 70 yards, there's this real thicket. It's not real thick, but for my stand, it looks thick. So I can't see through it without my binos. And I had deer all over me. I couldn't even pull up my binos. So I see something moving, and I see the whole tree. It's moving back and forth, and I see a deer. It's real dark, and I couldn't tell what it was. So I was just thinking it was another doe, but I couldn't tell. So I stayed back. I kept my eyes on it. Then it disappeared. So after he disappeared, I was like, okay, I stopped focusing on him, kept my eyes on the doe, try to make sure nothing else was easing in, and I didn't spook them. But eventually he peered out, and I got a little bit on camera when he walked out, and I seen his rack, and I got really excited, and I was hoping that everything was going to play out, and it did. He walked out, he ran the does off, they trotted off in the opposite direction, and he stayed. He hid from me a while. He was standing behind some trees. I had a hard time getting a shot in, as you can see on my GoPro. There's a time where I pulled back and I didn't have the shot, so I had to pull back in on my draw and put my bow down and reposition camera, unfortunately. But it's okay. Everything worked out. He turned around, and he actually was starting to head out, and I knew it was either now or never. I might not see this buck again because rifle season starts this weekend, and we all know that how that goes. But he started to walk away. I had him at about 25, and I stopped him. He stopped immediately, and only spot I had open, unfortunately, was kind of far back on his spine, but I placed it right on his spine,
nailed him. He fell in his tracks, and he crawled away for a minute. Unfortunately, I did have to crawl down and go and put another arrow in him. I don't have too many kills with a compound bow. This is actually my first compound buck that I have hunted. I usually hunted with a crossbow, but 2 years ago I took up the compounds, and I'm loving it so much more. It's a task. You got to make sure you don't get spotted. Your yardage is right, your wind's right. Everything comes into play when using a compound, and I'm slowly learning that. So unfortunately, it was kind of a bad shot, but he did drop in his tracks, and I had to go down and put another one in him, but he's down. This buck, these two bucks actually, Too Short and this one, we're actually going to call him Cesar. Too Short and him, they have been playing me so much. I have pictures of us feeding, and 20 minutes later, them coming out and eating, both of them head to head eating 20 minutes after we left. And it's just, when you see stuff like that, you get devastated, but you got to remember not to give up. It's gonna happen. You're gonna put the time and the effort in, and something good's gonna happen. And waiting patiently played off this year. Last year, I was, taking does, taking anything that walked out in front of me that was, of size. I would never shoot anything small, but I was a doe hunter last year, and I did get one buck. I got Rudolph downstairs. He's a small 7. He's got an odd antler on one side. I always thought he was cool, but bad story on him was we shot him, and he went onto a neighbor's property, and we couldn't find him. We didn't have access that night. We didn't get access to get to the property 2 days later and found him. But luckily, this one stayed on the property. He didn't go anywhere. Everything played out. So I'm proud, but at the same time, I've got a lot to learn with filming my own videos, finding more spots. We're just dipping our toe into this YouTube thing. And me and my brother, we're gonna get serious with it. He's up in Alabama. We just got back from Alabama from doing a hunt down there for our big buck, Lucky. And unfortunately, it was a slow opening day for Alabama, but we stay positive always. We came back to Georgia hoping everything plays out for us, and it did. We got it done. I might pull back in on Sunday and see if I can get Too Short and see if he'll walk out on me and see if I can get him down. But if not, I'm happy. I got one good buck off this property after hunting it for 3 years. 3 years I've hunted it, and I've not had a buck walk out on me once. I have took a couple does off of this property, but never any bucks. I always had them on camera. They were just nocturnal or just wouldn't come around when I was there. So these two bucks, Cesar and Too Short, they were consistent. They were, if not every day, they were every 2 days or every Tuesday of the week. It was odd. And I had fed a little bit before I left for Alabama for my grandmother's funeral. Actually, we just got back last night, and I told my wife, I said, I'm gonna get in the stand in the morning. I really could use it. So I got in there. I didn't expect anything, but I tried to stay positive, and like always, said my morning hunting prayer and hoped that everything went right. And I believe he made it happen for me, and my mama had made it happen, and I can't be any happier. So I hope you guys like this content. We're definitely gonna try and get a lot more to film. We're gonna get some more hunts in. I'm gonna be filming some hunts instead of hunting. And we're gonna try to dabble in all types of hunting on the channel. Just stay patient with us while we're learning all the nooks and crannies of how to do this. And we're slowly getting there. We got all of our equipment together, and we're just gonna keep on rocking. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm gonna put a video together for you guys and show you how it all played out. Just remember, like and subscribe, and Dirty South Outdoors, baby. Also, before we close our official first episode out, I want to give a big shout out to Deer Society. This stuff right here. If you haven't used it, go get it.